Hey guys, going in to see Black Widow tonight. I'm really excited about this movie. It's gotten some really good reviews, setting some box office records. So more people are going back to the movie theaters, which is good news because I love movies and popcorn and the whole experience. So going in to see Black Widow, and I'll let you know what I think after the show. I got here early, pretty early, and at this point I have the theater all to myself. So this is the first movie that I've been to, guys, since the whole shutdown and everything. So it's really good to be out again. It'll be interesting to see how many people come to this movie or are in the theater tonight. But I'm excited to be back in an actual movie theater to see a movie. So just finished watching Black Widow. Lots of thoughts. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a really good movie. So I'll give it a little more thought and tell you more about it when I get home. Just returned from seeing Black Widow in the theater. I will have to say it was a lot of fun to go to the theater. It's been a long time, over a year, since I've been to the movie theater, and that's something that I always really enjoy doing. I love Disney Plus. I love watching movies and things on TV and the streaming services, of course, but there's just something about the movie theater and the popcorn and the Dolby surround sound and the whole experience and getting out of the house. So it was a lot of fun to do that. Again, this was the first time I'd done that in over a year. It will be the first time for a lot of us. I know people want to get out and see this movie. I saw it I went ahead and watched it in 3D because it's a big screen movie. Marvel movies are generally big screen movies, and so I went ahead and watched it in 3D, and I was glad I did. The 3D technology has really advanced over the years, and it really does make a difference. This movie premiered on July the 9th. It has a 2-hour and 13-minute runtime, and it's rated PG. It of course is a continuation or another backstory movie on one of our favorite characters from the MCU, Natasha Romanoff, who we know as Black Widow, and of course she's played by Scarlett Johansson. Now, the leads in this movie include Florence Pugh, who plays Natasha's sister, Yelena Belova. It also stars David Harbour, who is Hopper from Stranger Things, and I'll talk about him a little bit more in a minute. Melina was played by Rachel Weisz, and she is Scarlett's mother, or she plays Natasha's mother. The time setting on this is between Civil War and Infinity War. So this gives us some backstory as to what Natasha was doing right after Civil War and before Infinity War. That's when this takes place, and what she did during that time. So it backs up and tells the story of her origins. We get a little bit of that in the Marvel movies. We get little bits and pieces about Natasha's background and the fact that she was a Russian spy before she defected and joined SHIELD. So this tells us a lot more about that background. The casting is excellent. I thought the casting was very good. My personal favorite was David Harbour. Again, we know him as Hopper from Stranger Things, and I felt like he really, really did a good job with his role. His Russian accent did not seem forced. They all did a pretty good job with the Russian accents, but David Harbour really blew me away in this role. I thought he played this role of Alexei, about as well as he could have. So it's really fun to see him in a different role other than Stranger Things. I love him as Hopper in Stranger Things, but he's excellent in this. All the casting is really, really good. Florence Pugh as Yelena I have read that the directors and producers and executives were so impressed with her that they are going to add her to the MCU. So this is not the last time we will see her as Yelena. And she did play a really strong role. She did a great job. There are also, in addition to amazing action scenes, the scenery in this movie, they did a lot of filming on location. Budapest, Hungary, absolutely gorgeous. So there's just visually, this film is very stunning, and not just the action scenes. The action scenes, guys, are off the charts. I thought they were very well choreographed. I really enjoyed all the action scenes, and Scarlett Johansson again is very believable in these action scenes. She's very athletic, and she carries it off well, very well as Black Widow. The villain in this movie is played by Ray Winstone. It's Dreykov, and he is the creator of the infamous Red Room, where we know that Black Widow was trained, and where other young girls are trained to be assassins and what have you for Russia, but really for Dreykov. He is the mastermind. He controls all of them, and so it is he that Black Widow goes to try and stop. She goes back to try and without giving away too many spoilers, she believes him to be dead. She thinks that she killed him as the only way she could escape his clutches and defect to S.H.I.E.L.D. So she believes that he's dead. She finds out in the movie that he's not, and so, then she decides to go and put an end to him because he is the villain. Again, the action scenes are fantastic. Not to give away a whole lot of spoilers, I was really hoping for a cameo by, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, or, Steve Rogers, Captain America. I was really hoping for, a cameo from one of the other Avengers. Would love to have seen Chris Evans. Did not get that. But there is a scene, there is an end scene after the credits. And as you know, the MCU usually has a scene after the credits, and it gives you like a little teaser for the next movie, and there is one for this. So be sure and stay for that. I felt like this was a really good film overall. It gives us a lot of details into Natasha's background, which is a lot of fun. I love Scarlett Johansson in this film. And in all of the MCU. I think that she's a very strong actress to play Black Widow. I think she's done a fantastic job in all of the movies with that role. So, and this one is no exception. She's just fantastic, and we get to see even more of her in those great action scenes that she plays so well. This film doesn't really add anything critical to the MCU. We don't get any really critical details, but it really accomplishes what I think it's supposed to accomplish, and that is to give us some more details about Natasha Romanoff as Black Widow and her life and how she comes to be an Avenger. So, and the Avengers are mentioned a lot in this film, but again, no cameos by any of the Avengers. This movie obviously it's about an army of Black Widows, essentially. So it is a strong women's film, but it doesn't feel fake or patronizing. It just stands on its own, and they let it be what it is, as you know, a strong women's film, and I appreciated that. I don't really like it when those scenes feel forced, or you know, like they're patronizing women, or you know, playing to them for, you know, for show or whatever. It's just it's very real and believable, and I appreciate that. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. I will go see it again. Again, I saw it in 3D. I may save the extra bucks my next time and go see it in just regular format. But I will probably go see it again at the movie theater, and of course I'll be watching it on Disney Plus. But I do recommend it. I think it's one that you'll enjoy. Get out, go to the movie theater. Or again, it's available. For an additional fee on Disney Plus, so you can stay home and watch it and pop your own popcorn if you want to. But I decided I wanted to get out and go to a movie again, so I went out to the theater and sat with the popcorn and got my Coke and enjoyed being out again. Really enjoyed it. There were only 3 other people in the movie theater besides me, but given the fact that this movie is breaking some box office records, there are obviously some people who are getting back out and going to theaters, which really pleases me. We were, you know, kind of concerned after the blip and, you know, everything that happened with the shutdown, that people wouldn't get back out and go to the movies, that, you know, the streaming services and what have you would kind of take over. I'm glad to see that that's not really the case, because and this movie proves it. People are getting back out, making an evening of it, and going to the movie theaters. So that's good news. Again, I enjoyed this movie. Highly recommend it. And if you have any questions or comments, again, I've tried not to give any spoilers. If you have, so you know, keep your comments kind of, you know, nebulous in the comment section. But let me know if you liked it, if you saw it at the movie theater, if you're going to pay the premiere access, or if you're going to wait to watch it on Disney Plus after the premiere access time is over and it's just free on Disney Plus. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Again, I really enjoyed it. I think it's well worth your time to go see this movie, and really appreciate your watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe, and come hang out with us on social media. We're the Hitchhiking Bones, and we're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. There's always room for one more, so hurry back.